Okay, freedom of assembly basically your right to gather and collect ideas in a group. For the example, is like the simplest one is the Toastmaster, right? We are gathered today. Religious group is also count, and even political party. So, freedom of assembly. This is the topic. If you had the freedom to make one organization as big as as you want, what kind of group you make? All right, are you ready, Toastmaster?
Yep, I'm
You
ready.
have 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay. So I think there are many ideas coming from everyone in terms of what kind of organization that they want to make deep down. If it was me, mine would be to make a philanthropic organization where we would be able to give free education to any type of level, any type of gender, any type of person, any type of nationality. Because I see that for as we're coming to this age of time where there is a lot of new technologies, new learnings, and people are learning about each other differently. There's different types of cultures, and we can only learn from each other if we or understand from each other if we start to learn new things as well about them. That could be done on an academic level, or that could be done on a street smart level. So I'm thinking of making like one organization to be able to uh, gather all the key people all around the world and be able to distribute and create a sort of policy and guidelines and also curriculum to help um, everyone around the world to get free education. That would be my kind of group.
Right. Thank you very much, Master Anggi.
Thank
I
you.
agree with you that if we want to create an organization, that our organization must be helpful to the people around. All right. We have still freedom from restraint and also a secret topic. If anyone want to choose that, any volunteer?
Toastmaster Nico Wahyudi might want to try maybe.
Okay, Toastmaster Nico. Hello. Hello, Toastmaster Nico.
Nico.
Okay, thank you for unmuting me. Yeah,
Hello,
okay.
Toastmaster Nico.
Yes,
Okay.
hello, Hans. I would like to try.
You have to choose the freedom from restraint or a secret topic. Which one do you want to choose? Hello.
Okay, let's try the secret topic.
Okay, the secret topic is a total freedom, right? For this topic, it is quite interesting because this is the topic. If you had the liberty to make a topic for today's table topic, what would be that topic and why would you choose the topic? It is interesting, right? So, okay, Toastmaster Nico, you have 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Kevin, for giving me the opportunity. This is a very good question and topic here. If I had the liberty to make a topic for today's table topic, I would like to talk about the how we eliminate this COVID-19 pandemic, because this pandemic is giving us this suffering, give us so many trouble and sorrows. Then I would like to ask all the Toastmasters here, which have incredible thinking, to think about how we can eliminate this pandemic from ourselves, and influence government maybe, or the people around us, to think like ourselves and have the same thinking to eliminate this COVID-19 pandemic and get to the best again. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster. So yeah, this COVID is making us all stuck at home and it is definitely bringing the mood down, right? So I think that's a good thing to talk about. All right, thank you. So we still have one topic. If anyone want to choose, well, you cannot choose yet because the freedom is up. Okay. So anyone want to try for the last topic, the freedom from restraint?
Master Melanie maybe.
Okay,
Oh,
Toastmaster
there is Toastmaster
Ready,
ready.
ready.
Ready,
Oh,
ready.
okay, Toastmaster ready. Hello, Toastmaster ready.
Ya, halo.
Hello,
Ke,
Toastmaster ready. Long time
halo.
no see. So,
Iya.
okay,
Oke.
you are not free to choose anymore. I will explain what is freedom from restraint. Basically, freedom of restraint is your freedom not to get limited by anything. For example, you will not be a slave, even like unpaid work
Hmm.
or maybe imprisoned without justification and the likes. So for today's topic, you have this question. If you were given the right to abolish a law, obligation, or moral code, what would you abolish and why? Because sometimes law is restraining, right? So, Toastmaster ready? You have 1 to 2 minutes.
Oke, thank you Toastmasters Kevin. So, if I were given the right to abolish a law, obligation, or moral code, what would I abolish in the context of Indonesian law? I would like to uh, I would like to abolish the how I do undang-undang ITE, the the yeah, basically the regulation of how you can shoot like interact in social media and digital stuff, right? Why? Because at the point of at the state of that law as I feel now, it is wrongly used by many people. It's weak. It's people like, for example, I've seen people in social media that express like something harassment being done to them, and they're being sued back by using that law. So it should be not, I mean, the freedom to the how you express yourself, how you say the truth, how you experience, like for example, like sexual harassment in the social media. And that should not be uh what's the term in defamation, if I'm not mistaken, like making people making the perpetrator looks bad uh in the term of their values. So at least I want to abolish that law so that people can express themselves without fear. Of course, people need to know how they should behave in the social media. But as the state of the law, as if now, it will be more restraining to the people to feel safe in the social media. And yeah, that's it. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster ready. I agree with you that the law is very, very restraining because uh, we still have the freedom of speech and assembly, right? We should be able to talk to others about our opinion, and rather than punishing them for voicing the opinion, maybe we could like have an open discussion so we have a better understanding of how the social world works. Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately, that's the end of our table topic session. Before we move on, I would want to ask the timers, are all speakers qualified?
Yes, all the speakers are qualified.
Okay, all the speakers are qualified. Thank you very much, the timer. Okay, that's it from me. I will hand it to the ballot counter so you can collect the vote for our table topic. And I will give also back the control to our Tom. Back to you, Tom. Thank you. Halo, Toastmaster Wiwit.
great and so interesting. It's totally related to our theme tonight. So we are going to the next session that's about prepared speech. And our prepared speech tonight, okay, before we are going to do the prepared speech, I will let you what is prepared speech. Prepared speech is speech that will be delivered by the members of Toastmasters based on their project. So it's only for members. And today's prepared two speakers. And for the first speaker, Toastmaster Mika, she will deliver her pathway about team collaboration, and she will be evaluated by Toastmaster Clarissa. So let's give warm welcome to Toastmaster Clarissa.
Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Alright, so next one we are going to listen to Toastmaster Mika. She will be doing her very first project about icebreaker. The purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So without any further ado, and I believe we're all very curious about Toastmasters Mika's speech, let's welcome Toastmaster Mika. My journey to financial freedom. My journey to financial freedom, Toastmaster Mika. Master Mika, you ready?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mika, sorry, can you turn on your camera?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. My journey to financial freedom. Good evening, everyone. An idiom says, where there's a will, there's a way. Back in 2017, my 8-year-old mother has hospitalized for orthopedic surgery. And for 3 years, my life turned upside down. My days would be filled with a visit to the hospital and keeping my head above water. The surgery went well, and I finally had some time to breathe. For a few months, I spent a lot of time thinking. I reflected on my time in the hospital during my mother treatments. But I went even deeper. I looked back on the whole arc of my life, especially in my financial situation. So let's just dive in. My aha moment was when I listened to a podcast about financial freedom. The podcast said that I need to have starter fund of 1,000 US dollar as an emergency fund. I realized that I did not have an emergency fund during that time. Whilst taking care of my mother, I had to stop working and I had no income. So my priority was to save 1,000 US dollar as fast as I can, and I knew it was not going to be easy since I was very consumptive. Yet I was determined to make it happen. I worked hard in this first step because I know my emergency fund will cover those unexpected life events I can't plan for. And there are plenty of them. I didn't want to dig a deeper hole while I was trying to work my way out of debt. According to the podcast, the second step would be to pay off all debt except the house. And gladly, I was able to pay off all my previous debt and becoming debt free until now. It was an extremely strenuous process to become debt free since I need to budget my monthly spending and refrain my desire to get my favorite stuff. You know how it feels, right? To control yourself not being able to get what you want. After clearing debt, I promised myself that I will never in debt again. After the second step is clear, I went on with the third step. The third step is to save 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. Now that I've paid off all my debt, it didn't slow me down. I was building a fully funded emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of my expenses. This will protect me against life's bigger surprises, like the loss of a job without slipping back into a debt. Finally, with faith and hard working, I can have an emergency fund that will protect me with the current situation, such as COVID 19, the threat of recession, and the mass loss of a job. All three basic steps, though not easy to attain, are proven effective, and I am living proof. If I can do it, you can also gain winning financial freedom so each one of us can better navigate our lives during a crisis. Thank you, and back to you, Tom.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Miko. Yay! Finally, congratulations to you for delivering your first speech. And it was so touching me. And yeah, we can again and winning the financial. Okay, so we are gonna have the second speaker. And the second speaker is Toastmaster Christopher. He will deliver his pathway about innovative planning, level 1 project 3 about research and presenting, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Atila. So let's give warm welcome to Toastmaster Atila.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Hello, everyone. Fellow Toastmasters, member and guests. By this time, we will be listening to our second prepared speech. Which will be delivered by Toastmaster Christopher. Toastmaster Christopher is a member of Maths and currently doing his project in Pathway Innovative Planning Level 1, Project 4. The project is about researching and presenting. The objective of the project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, also well-researched speech on any topic. The duration of the speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Christopher, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, fellow Toastmasters, member and guests, without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Christopher. Contemplation, Toastmaster Christopher.
Thank you, Toastmaster Attila. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. Am I? All right. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and guests. How's it going today? Feels so great. So great. Amazing. Today I'm so happy because I could never speak once again in here. And I hope we could have full speed till the end of the meeting. This time, I would like to share something that best our true life, our daily life, and my experience after several years facing corporate life. I checked a topic about what should we do if we get a chance to be a leader, and I'm sure we are in here ever feel that momentum, aren't we? Okay, for this recent speech, I did a little research about leadership by interviewing someone. For the discussion, there are several things I could share to us here, and before I explain for the future, I ended us to think respected within our mind and heart while I explain the answer. Okay, start with the question. The first question: what would we do when we feel not suitable with our subordinate? Would we like to get rid of them? And then the second question: would you like to fight your team if they have poor performance? And then the last question: as the leader, should we be impressed by our team rather than we call first to give a hand to our team? I believe we ever encounter until today still facing circumstance. Of the discussion we did for the first question, we can't kick them just for the reason. Sometimes we should open communication personally to the people that relating with us are not suitable with us. Just be honest and prepare ourselves if we heard something that doesn't about us. But we should accept that for our goodness and this our aggression. Can we imagine that? If we are in their position, are we happy being treated like that? Don't we think about the long term? If we kick them easily and don't have an empathy for their feelings, this becomes our personal ego. And then for the second question, the answer is whose fault? Just contemplate silently if we are in this condition, both the leader or the subordinate, we can't blame each other. The wise choice is start from us first and reflect to ourselves first. Open our mind, heart, eyes, and ears to improve our performance. And then for the last question, that case is usually thing in our life. Who don't wanna be like a superstar or prima donna that being surrounded many people because we are brilliant. But if we think that properly, we are just ordinary people that have many weaknesses. We need help each other, remind each other, and then cover our team weakness. I believe that would result in vigorous team match, that winning the achieving the target and goal. From this three questions above, there's some point I want to therefore suggest not to involve in politics in our work. Why? Just think for the long term, not the short term, what happened in the future. And then I believe we're in here, we ever made mistakes. And so did I. I also ever made mistakes. But as long as we're so humble and with gratitude with what we have obtained now, I believe it will escort us to be a better than yesterday. And hey, I'm so really happy and share anything valuable with us here today. I hope next time I could deliver more interesting speech and more valuable speech in here. Thank you for your time and I hope we could meet once again. Bye bye. Alright, I'm back to the top.
Okay, yeah, congratulations to Toastmaster Christopher. Finally, you made your final project in level 1. Okay, so we have accomplished our speakers tonight. I'm gonna ask the timer. For the timer, are speakers qualified in timing?
I'm sorry, but there's only one speaker qualified. That is Toastmaster Mika.
Okay, thank you, the timer. So, without further ado, because we have known that that's only one speaker that's qualified, so you absolutely know who is the best. And we are going to the next session. The third session is about evaluation. And this evaluation session, it will be led by our general evaluator, Toastmaster Bena. Let's give warm welcome to Toastmaster Bena.
Alright, thank you, our Toastmaster Wiwit. I'm Fernand now back with me again in the evaluation session. And for the evaluation session, the first thing that we have to do is I will conduct the I will invite our evaluators for today to give the evaluation speech for each speakers in the prepared speech session. So for the first evaluator, there will be Toastmaster Clarissa, who evaluates Toastmaster Mika. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Clarissa. The Zoom is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vina. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I would like to congratulate to Toastmaster Mika. Like finally you done your speech. Wow, it's like how many months already you've been here in Metropolitan Toastmaster, and finally we've got to hear your very first speech. I'm glad that you're doing it now. Well, anyway, I believe that by giving the icebreaker speech, you are now one step closer to know who you are. And one thing that I'm very sure is for Metropolitan Toastmaster or any members, if you are curious about how to manage your financial problems, you can go and find Toastmaster Mika because he has a lot of tips that he might give to you. Okay, and I don't have much points for your speech, but there are some that I would like to say. First is, I would like to say that at the first I thought that your preparation is lacking because after I have finished my introductions about you, it takes a little time for you to finally show up yourself, and then your camera is still off. I think that is one point for you for next time before you being called by your evaluator. I think you should have prepared very well first, starting from turning on your camera and then be ready in front of your Zoom so that you will, once the evaluator has finished, you will come out by then. But above that, I can see that you are very well prepared. First, I can see from your costume, and then you are standing. I know you must be looking for a place for you to be able to stand and for us to be able to see you. And then you are conquering the stages, you use your body language is very good, and then you're walking left and working right. But then put a note that don't walk too many because your video on us is like going left and going right. Please maximize that. And then you are a very good storyteller. I should have said that your voice is very great. And then your speech structure is very good also. Put keep up the good work for that. And then for your next, I think for your next homework or for your next challenges that you might to work on is first, I think you have to work on your timing. I see that you speak very fast. You can still elaborate like how by how the financial planning that you have done really impacts on the current situations right now, because I time that you're not 6 minutes yet, so you still have like 1 minute left, I guess, probably. You can still work on that speech. That's all from me for my evaluations to you, Toastmaster Mika. After you did a very great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Clarissa, for your great evaluation. For Let's move on to the second and the last evaluator for today. We have Toastmaster Attila, who will evaluate Toastmaster Christopher's speech. And please help me welcome Toastmaster Attila.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you, GE. Fellow Toastmasters, members, and guests, first of all, please give applause to Toastmaster Christopher for delivering his speech tonight. Yay, thank you, Toastmaster Christopher, for delivering such a very interesting topic tonight. And I believe that we are all here agree with you. It's the common issue for worker in a workplace. So I might begin with how you already excel at, in what aspect you did already good. I see that during your speech you are using a balanced hand gesture. So between your right and left, you are using it effectively to communicate to the audience. That will help you to deliver your message of the speech. That was good. But however, Toastmaster Christopher, you can make your speech even more interesting if you can make your speech more interesting by applying eye contact. As we know that eye contact will help us to speak, to directly send our message to the audience. That is the way that I'm using to grab the awareness of the audience, to get the audience emotion, because uh, the purpose of our speech is to get delivered to the audience, right? So you, by using eye contact, you are talking to someone, you are delivering something to someone. I think that you should work more on your eye contact, and during your speech you seems like reading. You may look more on the camera, so you are not like reading. And then despite all the improvement that you should do, I really still love your speech, because how you put your intonation into your speech is great. You know, like it's so powerful, so makes us want to listen from you more. You had a great intonation during your speech. On top of that, your speech was very great, and congratulations for successfully complete the objective of your speech. That's all from me. I'm wishing you the best. So looking forward for your next speech. Thank you. Back to GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Attila, for presenting your evaluation speech. And that marks the end of our evaluator speeches. So let's move on to the reports of our managers for today. And before that, I would like to ask the timer or the speakers for evaluation session eligible to be voted.
All the speakers are qualified.
Okay, so we have Toastmaster Clarissa and also Toastmaster Attila. And please type and vote for the best evaluator speaker and send it to Toastmaster Astri. Alright, so we have almost reached the end of our meeting today. And I would like to call all the Power Rangers at the beginning. You still remember, right? We have NWO Counter Grammarian to give the report. So I would like to invite our NWO Counter for today, Toastmaster Attila, to give her report. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Attila. Yay.
Hey, back again with me. Thank you, GE. So during the whole speech, I had a notes for the table. I may deliver the table topic first. We have about uh, six speaker for table topics tonight. The first one, Toastmaster Andika, you have one and one long pause, zero repetition, zero word of the day. Next one, Toastmaster Gusti, you have one one long pause, zero repetition, zero word of the day. The third one, Toastmaster Aryo, you have zero one long pause, zero repetition, zero word of the day. The fourth one is Toastmaster Anggi. I didn't hear you mentioning long pause and repetition, so zero for all. Congratulations. Next one, Toastmaster Nico, you have one and two long pauses, zero repetition, and zero word of the day. The last one, Toastmaster Ready, you have three zero long pause, one repetition, zero word of the day. And move to the prepared speaker, Toastmaster Mika. I heard you have one long pause, and Toastmaster Christopher, you had one For the evaluator, I heard Toastmaster Clarissa, you have two one repetition, zero long pause, and zero word of the day. But I cannot count myself, so yeah, that's all from me, GE. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Attila, for your comprehensive and report on today as the double agent, right here, the evaluator, and also and WOD counter. Let's move to the report of our next ranger, who is Toastmaster Aryo, as our grammarian for today. So please, Toastmaster Aryo, the screen is yours to give your report for the grammar.
Ranger Red is here to report the grammarian report. So my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, please listen to my report of the grammarian usage, grammatical usage throughout the meeting that I have observed. Someone says, you have to give impress to him. While I think the better one will be, you have to impress him. Another person says, some people at my clubs, since club is specific and it's only one, so I think it would be better if you say some people at my club, singular. We are gathered today. If we are talking about present continuous, we are gathering today. And some other people also says, blah 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 is give us sorrows. Same as the previous one, it's supposed to be is giving us sorrows. Someone else also says, all the Toastmaster. It should be all the Toastmasters, because we are talking about Toastmasters as a whole, plural. So another people says, think like ourselves. It's supposed to be think like ourselves with S. Another person mentioned, you have 1 to 2 minutes. It's supposed to be 1 to 2 minutes with S. Also, I was listen. I think it would be better if we said I was listening or I listened to. Depends on the context of the story. And someone also says, I had no income. I don't know whether it is incorrect or not, but if I were him or her, I would say, I didn't have any income instead of I had no income. Also, someone says, further the discussion, there are several things. In my opinion, it should be, further the discussion, there are several things because it is plural. And there are some points, it should be there are some points, same as the previous one, singular and plural. And someone also said, you did already good. If I were him or her, I would say, what you have done is already good. I think that's all the grammatical error that I can highlight. And I will give you a beautiful phrase that I got from this meeting. If there's a will, there's a way. If we are failing today and we have will, strong willingness, we will succeed in the future. So, see you the next time. Back to you, the master of the ranger.
Okay, thank yeah, okay. So thank you for all the rangers for today, and hopefully we can learn from this meeting really immensely great from grammar and everything. And I would like to give my general evaluation report. The first thing that it has been a long time for me before attending other online meetings outside the club. And the first thing that I've noticed about this meeting is the very well and conducive preparation, because this is my first time joining a briefing before meeting, and I could say that I was really surprised with the PowerPoint. It is really good and it is really great guidance for me. So I don't skip any part as a GE, and yeah, I know that what should I do for the next steps, right? And also all the things are really well prepared, such as lightning, even that this is the first time that I was warned about the lightning for my camera. And the second thing that I noticed is the number of participants for today's meeting. Whoa, even though this is um, Tuesday night, but well, there are 34 participants for today's meeting, and it is really great because in we Toastmaster Club in my home club, well, we have meeting on Saturday morning, and yeah, sometimes we just can maybe 10 participants. But wow, you have such a really good spirit for me to keep up the spirit. Okay, and for all the role takers, I think all the role takers are really well prepared. Since the beginning of this president, the president had gave me a complete briefing before the meeting, and the Tom, thank you, Toastmaster Wiwit, because you performed the meeting really well. I think you had such a gleeful that really uplift the meeting, the atmosphere of the meeting for today. And the double topic session, we have Toastmaster Kevin, right? And I think you present such an interesting topic and related to our Independence Day, which will be held next week, and probably not all of us will celebrate with ceremony. So it is a great way to commemorate our table topic. And for the speakers, oh, thank you so much for all the speakers, because uh, you are so inspiring. I mean, I got many information, insightful information, even from the icebreaker speakers. Congratulations, Master Mika, for having your first speech ever today. Ooh, and yeah, I really like your speech, and also Master Christopher, I really like your speech too. And thank you for having me too, and also thank you for making a really good and thorough and also conducive meeting for today. And well, please come to the meeting, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. And for the last report, we still have our ballot counter to report the result of the voting for today, the favorite. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Astri. The screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Vena. And please give me 1 minute to prepare my PowerPoint for voting result.
Okay.
All right, I will share screen. Oh my God, wait. You can see the result. Yeah, so now I will announce the favorite table topic speaker goes to drum roll, please.
Yay.
Toastmaster Aryo.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Aryo.
Congrats, Toastmaster Aryo. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy and the money and the recognition? Thank you so much.
Okay. I will send the certificate after the meeting, yeah? Okay, so next we have the favorite prepared speaker goes to, drum roll please.
Drum roll.
Yay! Congratulations, Toastmaster Mika. And the last, the favorite evaluator goes to,
drum roll.
Toastmaster Attila.
Congratulations. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so yeah, congratulations to all favorite speakers. I hope this meeting give you best experience to give to learn public speaking more. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster Vena.
Thank you, Toastmaster Astri, for the announcement, and congratulations for all the winners, Toastmaster Aryo, Toastmaster Mika, and Toastmaster Attila. Yeah. And that marks the end of my session for tonight, and I will give my control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Wiwit.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Bena. You and your team has evaluated the whole meeting well and detailed. Wow, thank you very much. So, we have known about our best speaker tonight, and then best evaluator, and also best table topic. So, I will let you, through chat box, you will find the evaluation form, and you can please write on the chat box our through the G form evaluation that will be given to you on chat box, and then fill the feedback. So we can be better for our next meeting. So, if you are curious about Toastmaster and interested on membership, don't be shy and don't hesitate to contact us through email match.toastmaster@gmail.com, or you can contact me as Vice President of Membership through number below, or you can also DM us through Instagram. And Metropolitan Toastmaster Club bi-weekly meeting every second and fourth Tuesday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. by Zoom meeting. Kindly join on time. And for the next meeting, will be on Tuesday, 25th August 2020. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, math.toastmaster. So, before I end this meeting tonight, I hope you can turn on your camera so that we can take pictures together. Okay, have you turned on your camera?
Ready?
Okay, are you ready?
Yay.
Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3. Cheers! Okay, once more. 1, 2, 3. Cheers! Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for coming to our meeting. Don't forget to fill out the link ya in chat box.
Okay, so I am Wiwit as Toastmaster of the meeting. I do apologize to you if I have made many mistakes. And thank you for your nice attention. Hope to see you again in the following meeting of Metropolitan Toastmasters. And I will give control to our beloved President, Toastmaster Asri. Let's give warm welcome to Toastmaster Asri.
Okay, thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Wiwit. So, everybody, are you fun tonight? Do you feel fun tonight?
Yay!
Yes.
We had so much
Yes,
fun.
yes.
Okay, so the meeting is end now. Thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy the meeting from beginning until the end. And I will closing the meeting as if knocking gavel 3 times. Okay, the meeting is end, and I will give back to the floors to Anton from At America.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Asri. And I would also like to thank all the speakers and everyone who participated in the fun session tonight. And earlier in the event, I asked you guys an icebreaker question, and I'll repeat the question one more time. Which amendment to the United States Constitution protects freedom of speech? Is it A, First Amendment, B, Second Amendment, C, Third Amendment, or D, Fourth Amendment? And the correct answer is A, First Amendment. And unfortunately, nobody got the answer correct for tonight's quiz, but don't worry, we will have more quizzes on our next episode. And now you might be wondering, how can you develop an awesome idea for a place like this? Well, wonder no more, you can come straight to our website at www.atamerica.or.id, then click create an event, and then collaborate with us, and then submit your proposal there. All proposals will be reviewed, and your event might just end up here very soon. And while you're on our website, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter to receive information about our upcoming events sent straight to your inbox. Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope everyone can tune in on our next episodes. And don't forget to follow us on social media and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's it. Good evening, everyone. We hope to see you again at the next At America TV event. Goodbye, everybody.